Hello YouTube. So this is sort of a response video to something from Aaron's channel, a video that he made recently based on angels and demons. His channel's The Awakened Brave. If you haven't seen it, go check it out. Talks about some brilliant things, amazing perspectives on life. And yeah. So anyways, when I was 15, that was my peak in the psychedelic experiential days of my life, basically. I was taking them for about a year, and eventually I started taking them every weekend, and alongside a lot of cannabis. And I found that the more psychedelics I took, it led me to then experience a full-blown psychedelic trip when I was just smoking one bong. That's how much it changed my consciousness in a way. Anyway, so I remember, got a little story. These are just little background stories that sort of leads up to this whole weird experience I had. So I was sat right here. I think I did 3 bongs, and I was listening to binaural beats, and I started closing my eyes, and I felt it was so weird. It was my soul had just drifted away from my body. It was the most mad out of body experience I've ever had, and it was so common. It was an everyday occurrence for me. And yeah, I guess that's something psychedelics can do for you. And to the average human, that's labelled as insanity, but is it really insane, or is it just experiencing these other states of consciousness which are pre-wired into our brains already from previous existence of human beings who were also using these substances? I don't know. During this time as a 15-year-old, before this, I never really had much knowledge about the universe and about the world and about the way everything worked. And psychedelics is what piqued my interest in that. So I used to sit and learn psychology, and I'd watch hours upon hours of videos about philosophy and psychology and everything, just everything trippy. And yeah, and then I started looking into other sorts of things, like digging deeper. But I'll get to that in a minute. So basically, to cut a long story short, I thought I'd been possessed by some sort of demonic entity, because I was seeing things when I weren't on drugs. I was sober, and I was seeing things around me, shadows and stuff moving. And one of them was this spider creature. It was a body like that, and then it had loads of legs coming off it, and it was trying to climb off my wall. And I still sometimes get it, but it doesn't bother me. And it climbs off my wall, and then it just falls down. But that's not a scary one. That wasn't. It didn't feel like a bad entity. There was other ones as well, and they'd have this energy to them. It would feel like you could physically tell whether they were, what their intentions were, and whether they were good or bad. See this cupboard here. I used to sit and I'd stare into it, and there'd be eyes staring out of it. And this interests me because we're able to experience these sort of things in the dream world and in the astral realm, but as soon as they come into our waking states of reality, that's when it gets real. That's when you're like, holy shit, there's something more. So anyway, with this new perspective on the metaphysical world and demonic things and stuff like that. I started to believe that they were manifesting in my body. And I don't know, have you ever heard of sleep paralysis? I'll explain a little bit. It's where you're laying down and your body's basically asleep, but your mind's still awake. And it's like the same sort of thing as when you're going into the astral realm. But if you open your eyes, then it's like you're dreaming when you're awake. You basically start hallucinating and stuff. So one of the things in Aaron's video that I could resonate a lot with was, I was laying down. I think I was sober. I'm just gonna put it like that. I might have smoked a little bit of weed, I can't remember. But I was just laying in bed and I started hearing a breathing, like a deep breathing in my ear, and I knew there was a presence in the room because I could feel it. I couldn't see it, but I could feel it. And it was like a deep breathing, like that, and I didn't want to turn around because I knew it was there. It felt like I could feel it breathing on my neck as well. It was so weird. And I've had other experiences like this, but where I used to try and like go to sleep, and as soon as I closed my eyes, I'd hear like crowds of people talking, like extremely vivid, like not just from inside my head, but it sounded like it coming from the outside world. And I haven't really experienced anything like this recently because, well, I've been pretty sober, to be honest. But yeah, it's amazing how much our brains can do to like distort reality and twist reality. Got another one where I used to lay in bed and I'd feel frozen. Like, it was quite a fearful thing. It was like someone whispering my name, like in this like angry voice. It's kind of hard for me to remember because it was like a year and a half ago, but I kind of want to like touch on it because Aaron was talking about it in his video, and he said that it's not common. It's like not a lot of people experience these sorts of things. And I'm only 17, and I was 15 at the time, and I didn't have a lot of knowledge on anything, and I still don't. Still got a lot to learn. So yeah, I just want to know if any of you has ever experienced anything like that. And I can't remember what led me to do this, but I remember laying in bed and feeling this presence all around me, like this demonic presence, and it wasn't just like a one-off experience, it was like often. So I was looking around, and this one time I came home and there's a fly like sat, point the camera, like sat up here somewhere, just like stood, and it wasn't moving at all. I tried wafting it away and it was just staring at me, and it was still there in the morning looking at me, and I was like, is it a sign? And the other one was, there was like a spider on the wall, and the thing I wanted to attach to it at this point in time was that there was some sort of energy or some sort of entity living within these insects which were trying to send me a message or something. And I know it sounds crazy, and it probably is crazy, but it felt real. Like, that was my reality at the time. And So I'd been like an atheist my entire life, and I remember I got to a point where I was watching videos on YouTube about people being possessed by demons and stuff, and like the things that they were seeing, and I was able to relate to it a lot. So I sat up one night after having like an episode of sleep paralysis, and I prayed to God. I was asking Jesus Christ for forgiveness, because that's the only place I felt I could turn at this point in time. Like I, I just didn't know what to do. I was a bit stuck. I can't even convey in words what this is like, because I'm even struggling to comprehend the feelings and things that I was going through at this point in time in my life. Like, I'm struggling to comprehend how I even, like, what it felt like, because it's a moment of the past, a moment of history, but it was once my present moment and my present life. Trippy as. I guess I wouldn't mind having some sort of experiences like that at this point in my life. It, because I feel like I've got a better way of dealing with it now. I feel like I've got a different way of perceiving it, rather than just labeling it as a demon and putting it off as something outside of myself. I feel like I'd be better at looking inwards and realizing that maybe there's something within me that needs dealing with. Because that was just my perspective on reality. Like, I could have perceived that in any way, but the energy and vibes I was getting from it all was that there was some sort of demonic entity. Drugs can do some mad things to you, but they teach you a lot about life, a lot about reality. They change you, and you'll never be the same again after psychedelics, I promise you. They open your mind to so many different things. Anyway, I'm probably just going to show you a drawing I did, two drawings I've done in the last 2 days, and then that'll be the end of this video. I've probably missed some things out on this because my head's a bit jumbled and I don't really know what to say because it's so old, like the memory's not fresh in my mind. So, but if anything, like I remember, I'll try to think back to it a little bit more, and I'll come back to you with a more detailed video. So yeah. Right, anyway, some drawings. Well, colorings. This one. I don't know which way up they go. Like most of my drawings, you can look at them anyway, and they make sense really. I kind of like it that way. Yeah, I don't know. Trippy. This one was, I was watching a lot of Terence McKenna over the last few days, and so I wanted to do a tribute to his psychedelic lifestyle during the I've drawn the little Libby caps at the bottom and lots of psychedelic patterns, and I wrote his name. I coloured that in as well, but you can't really see it very good on the camera. Anyway, that's been it for this video. If you've had any like sort of similar experiences where you feel like you've been possessed by some sort of external demonic or angel or whatever has like manifested in your reality, just let me know in the comments section. And yeah, thanks for watching. Bye.